Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome to my very first video of the Bookaholic Club. I'm very excited to record this video to show you one interesting topic about child development. I think everybody can benefit from this topic, not just parents, of course. Child development is also important in another aspect that if you are parents and if you set up the right parenting style aligned with child development strategies, then of course you prepare your kids for success. However, if you otherwise don't understand about how the brain works for your kids, how they are growing, how they are influenced by the environments, and how we can influence them in the right way, then of course it has very negative ripple effect for their future, and they will likely experience so many obstacles and challenges throughout their lifetime. And in this video, I would like to cover 3 points. First of all, I would like to show about the overview of child development, some myth and understanding about parenting, and just give you some introduction about this topic. And one more, I would like to give an alternative approach to child rearing, which is more effective, more efficient, and it can empower your child to be more successful. And last but not least, I would like to give you the boat analogy. This topic is a little bit weird, but in fact it will give you a very deep understanding about mental health and also prepare you to understand some deeper concept when we dive deeper into further sections of the book that I will be showing in other series of the video. Alright, as you know that parents nowadays, they often practice the conventional parenting style. In fact, the parenting style is often influenced by culture as well. Like Western countries, they prefer to allow their children to thrive, to be independent in order to be a responsible and happy member of society. However, in Cambodian culture, on the other hand, we prefer to stay closely with our kids, watch them grow, and keep track of every moment of their lives before we give them some freedom to do on their own. This is not wrong, but I just want to point out some problems when parents just want to survive as parents. The word survive means they just want to get through all the problems that they have to deal with their kids. For example, like their kids argue with their siblings about not sharing the toys with each other, and also probably they don't want to go to school, they hate homework and stuff. So these are the challenges that parents often face, and they try to do so many strategies, like they punish, they tell their kids off, they criticize, they threaten, and they just do anything, mostly aggressively and sometimes illogically, to just try to get through all the obstacles, and hopefully their kids will understand it. In fact, it will help you in the short term, but in the long term, no. Parents often lack understanding about the brain development. In fact, your child at the first 2 months and the first 3 years are crucial for their development. So if you expose children to the right thing during this period of time, your children will likely succeed more than those who suffer. Parenting is the same. You need to take care of them. You need to look after them, and you need to know that you need to take advantage of everyday activities that they do, and then try to insert meaning and then lessons for them to learn. And I will show you later how it works. The whole brain chart is something like this. Our brains are fully developed around 25 years old. So if your preschooler or your kids who are studying kindergarten is doing very smart, they cannot have a 10-year-old brain. So their brain capacity is limited to their age. However, we can integrate all parts of the brain together, because brains have different parts. We have the right and the left brain, we have the upper and the lower brain. Our goal is to help connect all parts of the brain together, like the left and the right brain together, we call horizontally integrated, and the upper and the lower brain together, we call it vertically integrated. The reason is because when these two parts, the left and the right brain together, the left is responsible for language, logic, and order, so many things. The right brain is responsible for gut, instinct, survival, And one more thing is about emotions. So the kids cannot be influenced completely by one part of the brain. You cannot let your kids be completely rational or sensible all the time. They need emotion to really understand people, but they cannot be influenced completely by emotion as well, or they will just act on just their emotions. Logic and emotion must work together like a sibling. This video is not going to tell you about this yet. I will tell you more about how to connect both parts of the brain together in other series of the video. Alright, you may ask me, what's the purpose of the whole brain child approach? In fact, the purpose is way beyond your expectations, and also it will transform the way you will raise your child. Just to give you some benefits of the whole brain child, it helps the kids make better decision making, and it also helps them become a socially communicative member of society. It gives them a good or a better problem solving skills, and most importantly, we helps them persevere in the difficult situations. For example, like they fail the math subject in class. Then if you set up the right parenting style, for example, like the whole brain approach, then you will know how to motivate them, how to uplift them from the distress of this poor academic performance, and you can also help them learn from their experience. I just want to let you know that this approach is absolutely crucial and extraordinary for the 21st century way of raising your child. Okay, suppose there's one person we call Megare. He's rowing a boat along the river, each bank of which represents different personalities. One bank represents chaos, the other one represents rigidity. If she is drifting the boat along the middle of the river, she is in a balanced state. Being balanced means she is, empathetic, understandable. She listens to people and she understands the world and herself in a very healthy way. However, if she wheels her boat toward one side of the boat, let's say into a chaos state, then she is out of control. She bursts into crying, she sobs, she's unreasonable, and she's completely dominated by the large hemisphere of the large brain. However, if she bounces back to the other side of the river, we call it the rigidity. She is completely restrained, very controlled. She can adapt to different situations. She is unwilling to negotiate when she has problems. She wants to be completely right. So our goal as parents, and also the objective of the whole brain child, is to help maintain our kids in the middle position and avoid them bouncing between both banks of the river. Because if she bounces to the left or the right, it is in any way imbalanced state, and it will show you how to connect left and the right brain together and some of the strategies in the next episode. So stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you.